welcome back here to Grafton. I usually end up in Grafton, I've noticed. The more that I play this game, this little town seems to be the place that I wind up going to the most. Mainly because I like this right here. I love the fact that at night it glows just as bright as it does during the day. I love the view from I usually build houses right up over here. And from this area you get to see all of the glowing that is a toxic valley. There's just something special about it. I mean, it is a special area. There's not one other like it. So we got to collect 10 books today. Collect purified water, collect wood, take a photo in photo mode. I'll do that at the end. Double check the weeklies, and looks like all I've got to do is collect caps. Okay, so let's go with collecting some wood first. This area is actually really good for that, because there's so much of it that's already down here. And since we need 20, might as well just walk around a bit, collect some. Plus, I kind of am amazed at the level of crap that they have thrown around in this location. Not that I didn't expect it, but just it's Bethesda. You never get everything you want out of Bethesda. Some of these environments are really cool. They're really designed well, and I don't know which of their artists put things together, but some of them did a really hell of a good job, and some of them did a questionable job. I'll be honest, the one that I think is the most questionable is Charleston itself. I honestly think Charleston should be worse than it is in a lot of ways. But like the first time I played this game, and I mean literally the first time that I played this game, I remember coming up the railroad tracks. I remember getting to right about here and thinking, wow, that's cool. And then I remember from that tree right there, seeing something hanging on it and thinking to myself, what the hell's that? It was the first time I'd ever ran into a Wendigo. Yeah. I was like, shit. Kind of freaked me out. It came at me. It wasn't really a ghoul. It wasn't really a human. But, you know, you deal with. I think it's funny, like I'm hitting a tree and it's giving me like 6 wood. 4 wood. I only need 10, but like the counter is for literally the number of trees you click on, not the amount of wood you collect. So like, see what I mean? It doesn't matter how many I get, it only matters how many I find. The other benefit to coming over here and doing this is, this house right here usually has a bunch of ghouls at it. So I can get my ghouls out of the way as well. I only need to shoot them in the leg, I think. Double check that. Yeah, it's 2 in the leg, so 1 ghoul twice in the leg will do it, but we'll see how it goes. If you want to make yourself a house with a steam room, I highly recommend these vents. The only problem is some of them give off like rads, so if you're a ghoul, it's not a bad deal. You can make yourself a steam room. Have plenty of rads to keep you going and motivated. But, and there's a lot of people playing ghouls right now, but I am not one of them. Just don't really like the extra math that goes along with playing with one, if that makes any sense. And I mean, I know people that really like extra math, but nah, I don't need the extra math. I don't need the extra calculation for onslaught, even though it gives you a bunch of extra damage. If I want to do extra damage, I'll just play bloodied and deal with the fact that I got like 10 hit points. I don't mind that either, so, you know, it's just different strokes for different folks. Oh man, different strokes. Gary Coleman. I miss Gary Coleman. Gary Coleman was a cool guy. He was stupid, but he was a cool guy. Of course, you can say that about anybody that's from Hollywood and certain time frame. They were all dumb in their own right. Like I said, ghouls. Anyway. It's still a decent place to pick up stuff. Usually there's more of them, which means somebody else either went through here or something else went through here and killed a bunch of them. Either way, it doesn't really matter to me. But probably should. Yeah, I always forget there's a teddy bear back here. This little place. Some extra Rad-X. But, yeah. Like I said, world design-wise, this is probably one of my favorites. It is definitely my favorite area to build in general. I mean, I guess this and down by the river, technically. And basically, any place that doesn't give you perfectly level terrain, I tend to really like, because level terrain kind of sucks. I don't know if you know what I mean by that, but like, if everything is level, where's the challenge in that? But, and this game can do things and make things really, really challenging for players. It can also be really kind of sad. I'm sad because there's so much that could be done better. But I'm at the point where I'm honestly just happy with kind of what they've got. I wish they would fix it. I wish they would stop breaking it, but I know that's not going to happen. They're going to break it no matter what I say. And it's always going to need some type of fixing, because, again, no matter what I say, they're going to break it. It's just the way it works out. But there we go. But, you know, it is neither here nor there. I don't know if I'll be able to get him to level up. Let me double check. I might be able to. Let's see now. I think my house has water. Let's go check. We'll drop off some junk too while we're here. Then we gotta go down to Skyline Valley and hunt around and kill like 5 things, which shouldn't be a problem. There's plenty of things in Skyline Valley to kill. Go over here. Grab all this stuff.
Someone told me I had a few loose screws.
You do, man.
I am still looking for those screws.
Grognak, bat beetles, aliens, communists, all sound tasty.
All sound tasty, huh? let's go ahead and let's store the stuff we don't need. Go down here, we'll grab some more 45s. A few 38s. I don't have any extra fuel. I don't. Oh, no, my mistake. I do. Just to be on the safe side, we'll grab. I don't think I have any fusion cells at all extra. Nope. Need to go on a rampage of just making ammo for this character. I just really don't want to do it. It all takes time, so to speak, and time is wasted on making things like ammo. Let's see, we are on 57, which puts us firmly into this one. Alright. Next one unlocks at 64. I guess we'll take that, because it's free. Take that. Go with that. And then we'll try and earn enough to buy that one. I haven't been buying everything. I'm only getting the stuff that I actually kind of want. But, like, I'll be honest, I don't have that many skins for guns on this particular account. Alright. So we're going to go all the way down to here. Skyline Valley. So I might as well go ahead and turn this place back on. Fast travel to it. If you haven't been to Skyline Valley, I highly recommend it. The tourist trap that it is kind of entertaining. I haven't done the ghoul mission here. I'm thinking about going ahead, turning this character into a ghoul, and then going ahead and doing the Skyline Valley mission. It almost makes kind of a unique amount of sense to do so. Skyline Valley has that wonderful weather that we're all used to.
Hidden! Hidden! Oh, I'm sweating red. That can't be good.
It's so loud!
And the storm doesn't hurt anymore. Storm is so beautiful in this place. Hurt us.
I just wish they would stop talking once you blow them apart. That is my one concern with this whole area. You kill somebody and they keep talking to you for another 10 minutes afterwards. It's crazy. It's like the audio has a glitch and they just need to go ahead and turn it down just ever so slightly. That'll fix the problem. But, you know, there's knowing that, there's writing the report about it, and then there's waiting for them to implement it. It just, you know, is what it is. But, yep. Don't really like Skyline Valley. But, again, not sure I'm going to level this guy up either. Let's go in here. We'll go ahead and buy that skin so I don't forget to do it. Hell, I haven't even done the quest line in Skyline Valley on any of my characters. That's how lovely I think this place is. But what you gonna do? Do a little bit of everything and hopefully find something that you really like. I have not found anything in this area that I really like. That's part of the problem. There's not, I mean, there's some cool places to build. There's some interesting spots, but there's nothing really that like screams, hey, I gotta do this. Or, whoa, that is just so cool. I want to go see that. They just ain't here. I don't know why, but it really ain't. And I can't be the only one that thinks that way. I mean, you almost never see people in this area unless they're doing events that are particularly to here. And places I would have liked to have built are places like this. This would have been fun to build in. I mean, I kind of want to build a house that looks like this in a crappy old bus. But, I mean, at the same time, I really want this as a cook station. I really want some stacked dishes. I mean, just, I don't know. You get greedy when you're a builder, I guess. That's the truth. You really do, because you start looking at things and thinking, wow, why in the hell isn't this in the game? And if it is in a game, why in the hell do I already have it? Eh. And, I mean, there's always cool stuff. But, I don't know. Like, we finally got motorcycles in the game. We didn't get this particular one. This one's cool. The one that we got's kind of eh. But, again, what are you going to do? I mean, we now have skeletons that I can place. See, I can make this guy, pretty much, except for the toilet paper. And I might honestly be able to make this whole scene in one of my camps, except for the door being off of it. It would have to be an open thing like that. But I don't know. I don't even know if it's worth it. I haven't been building in this game because, well, in all honesty, my life has been kind of shit. So it's kind of affected me in the things that I play and the things that I do. Which, granted, you guys have been great about that. You haven't really bitched too much about the fact that I sound like a fucking retard half the time. Or that I'm pissed off at the world and don't seem to understand. And won't really go into details as to why. Which, you know, I can't do it. My kid watches these videos on occasion, so I can't really just, you know, go ahead and say what I'm actually feeling all the time, because if I did, well, my kid would know things that I don't really need him to know yet. And I can't talk about, you know, people that I've talked to, or because, like, I've met and talked to YouTubers and people that are YouTubers, and they have these really cool personalities that, you know, whenever you talk to them, whenever you watch their videos, they're so upbeat and they're so cool and they're so awesome, and then you meet them and they are total dog shit as people. But that's neither here nor there either. And you come to realize that the people that you're looking at and the people that you're talking to are not who they really are 90% of the time. Which is cool, everybody's that way, but, like, they literally are playing a character in a lot of cases here. They shouldn't even need to be, but they still do it. And they act like because you're you, and you're honest, and they aren't, that, but, you know, what are you gonna do? People are people. You're gonna deal with weird-ass, crazy people all over the time. Every time you turn around, there's always somebody that's a piece of shit. They're either... You either think they're a piece of shit or you think they're golden. And sometimes the person that you think is a piece of shit will be golden to somebody else. Just keep that in mind. Everybody has their own issues. Everybody's dealing with something. Everybody deserves at least that level of appreciation.
Still dark. I wonder if my internal clock is malfunctioning
not everybody
too.
deserves your friendship. And not everybody deserves to be treated by you with kindness. Some of them deserve to be treated poorly because they have earned it. for instance, the kid in Texas that stabbed the other kid at the track meet, yeah, I'm pretty sure he deserves to be treated like dog shit. But there are people that are taking money to make a defense fund for that person because he's an ethnic minority and he stabbed a white dude pretty much dead in the heart and killed him pretty instantly. And yeah, he deserves to have a defense fund. Well, he does deserve to have a defense fund. He should be allowed to be defended as righteously and able-bodily as anybody else. He also deserves to be put down. He's 17 years old. He murdered somebody in cold blood. If he's found guilty, he deserves whatever penalty they give him. And it should be justified. And nobody should bitch about it. But we both know, or I guess we all know is a better way to put it, that that may or may not happen.
Oh, I do
I hope it
that
does.
others will come back one day. After all the work James put into keeping the place
I mean, I feel like those people deserve, the parents, the twin brother, they deserve a level of closure that they're not going to get any other way. But it's never going to bring back their son. It's never going to bring back the brother. I wish it would, but it's not. There's nothing that's ever going to do that. And I genuinely feel for them, because losing a child, his parents have to be totally devastated. Because it sounds like they tried to raise their kids to be decent human beings, and being a decent human being got one of them killed. I would hate to be in the shoes that my son did that to somebody else, and I had to try and justify it. That's the other thing that I would really hate, to be like the parent of the boy that killed the other one. How do you justify that? He was abused by you? He was mistreated by you? He wasn't taken care of properly by you? I mean, what do you do, really? Seriously, what do you do? How do you justify that kind of shit? And if you do justify that kind of shit, what reasonable, rational explanation could you possibly give to somebody that has lost their child because your child is a piece of shit? What could you do?
Fugitive has evaded pursuit. Law enforcement.
And I'm totally being serious here. What could you do? What would you do? How would you justify it? Leave in the comments below how you would justify it. Because I honestly cannot honestly, and I've said honestly like 3 times now, I do not understand how you would justify it in any way, shape, or form. I do not understand the rationale behind it.
This is a warden of Eastern Regional Penitentiary.
A kid,
Our most notorious inmate, Mad Dog Malone, has broken free again.
kid's parents, that
If you own a firearm and can hear this, make your way to Grafton Dam
you know, they need to be
and
responsible.
attempt to subdue him. I need him taken alive. I will make an example of him to all the other prisoners. My marshals will take care of transporting him back here.
So weak.
I'm just wondering how you justify it. I honestly couldn't do it. I couldn't take money for the defense. I couldn't justify it. It would break my soul. Rip me apart. Make me totally broken to the point where I would question my entire reason for having children and the way that I've treated mine. It would make what would make you feel that was a good idea. And I wish that I was joking. I really do. But like, my kid, if he ever did something like that, if he murdered somebody, I don't know if I would have the personal control to do something like that. Just don't think I could. And that would be like, yeah, it would totally be on me. It would be a me thing. I'm sure that his mom would try and protect him and defend him and everything else. But I would have the problem of not being able to accept it. Couldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. Not something in my brain that I could fathom ever considering as an acceptable behavior for any child, any human. The only time you should kill somebody is if your life is in danger. You're defending someone whose life is in danger. It shouldn't even be an option that you're gonna... You're just sitting at a track meet and somebody asks you to move because you're under the wrong tent and they want their team to all be in the same group and you decide to off them because of that, and you decide to pull a knife and just stab them. I mean, it just shouldn't even be remotely considered an option or acceptable that it even was or could possibly ever be an option or be considered acceptable. It's just a negative, massive negative. And they say, people are saying, well, it's just part of their culture. What culture is that? They live in America. They don't live in Zimbabwe. They don't have a murder for success culture. If they do have a murder for success culture, we really need to rethink what they're teaching in high school. But hey, I could be wrong there. You know, high school could be great. You know, could be all about the teen spirit, making them, that is. But seriously though, why would you even consider that as an option? I mean, just what kind of person would try and defend that? Would think it was a good idea, let alone commit money to defending some. He's entitled to a defense. He's entitled to a public defender is what he's entitled to. But if it makes his parents feel better to pour money into it, let them do it. Pour money into something that you know deep down in your heart that he should not be able to get away with. Make yourself feel bad because, and financially burdened because the child that you raised is too dumb to be a normal human being and treat people with respect and understanding. just totally, totally break your own moral values. Because this person is your child. Just go for it. You know, just totally break that part of your mind that says, no, this isn't right. Lay down that 30 grand on something that you know inside that you shouldn't even be able to defend yourself from. Because it's right there. There's too many people watching. Hell, the one brother, the twin brother, got to sit there and hold his brother while he died. The two were born together and the one died in the other one's arms. You know how pathetically bad that is? Yeah, oh my god. Sorry. I'm gonna stop talking about it. Because I don't have a dog in the fight. It's not my family. It's not my friends' kids. It's nobody that I know. And nobody that I know would have let their kids get to that point. So I'm just gonna stop talking about it. But the whole saying, if it was my kid, I'd do things differently. I never chose. Couldn't live with myself if I didn't.
You like my game, human? Having fun?
I mean, there are just people that shouldn't be. After a certain point, you become somebody that you shouldn't be allowed to be. I'm pretty sure that kid, after he murdered the one, it would be different if he was doing it to protect somebody. And it would be different if he was doing it because it was the person was committing heinous acts against his friends or his family or something like that. But just to fucking stab somebody to death at a fucking track meet. And then for them to find those pictures, those things that he posed with and things that he did over the years online, the records of his own stupidity, even if it was done in jest and cosplay or just stupid shit, given the circumstances, you just gotta question it. If you don't question it, you're not human. And if you think it's fine, you really aren't human. Just one guy playing a shitty game, and nobody will probably ever even hear this rant. But if you do, this is how I really feel. And I'm sorry for sharing too much if it offended you. But if it did offend you, you probably don't need to be here. You have a good day. Have as much fun as you can. This life is way too short.